Woman a touch girl and I treat them like egg. Woman who I feel like them just done.
All right, we're back. DJ Freak is doing his thing.
Yes, he's doing
Isn't he? Oh my God, I'm so entertained. Okay. Welcome back to the Josie Marie Show, sponsored by I Review Hip Hop. If you guys want to know anything about hip hop, what's going on, go to ireviewhiphop.com, the best website that links the hip hop artists, the fans, and the rest of the world. So make sure you log on to ireviewhiphop.com for the latest in hip hop. Okay. Also, if you out there want to promote your business and want to talk about your products and services, feel free to contact us at info@josiemarie.com. info@josiemarie.com, so we can have you on the show and have a good time.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
Okay, so we've been talking about marriages and relationships. What do we need to do to maintain healthy marriages and relationships? And Tiana, our lovely Tiana here, said jealousy, but she did clear it up.
Yes, healthy jealousy. Healthy jealousy.
I want to know if people out there, like, if we just threw at them the word healthy jealousy, I wonder if they think there is such thing.
And see, I never even thought as jealousy like being something that should be a part of a relationship at all until I actually heard somebody say it on television, and they said a healthy amount of jealousy.
Healthy amount of jealousy.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I mean, I hate to blow her, on the spot, but my best friend, she does say that. She's like, I like it when he gets a little jealous.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Like, if she doesn't call him all day, and he calls like, "What you been up to? What are you doing?" Like that little. I get what you're saying. That's
exactly what I'm talking about.
During the break, I really had to think as I was over here messing with DJ Freaky out. I thought about it because I can multitask because I'm a woman, and I thought about it, and it makes sense. Yeah,
it does.
Okay. So what do you guys think is the difference? Well, there are a lot of differences, but which each one of us, we're going to get a chance to say, what do you guys think is the difference between the marriages that our grandparents had and the marriages we have now? Marriages and relationships we have now, because these days it's not just marriages. We have like long-term relationships, you live together, etc. Let's start with you, Mr. Gentleman.
The difference is...
Speak louder, baby.
The difference is people nowadays like material things.
Hold on, I like your accent.
Oh, thank you.
Where are you from?
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
See there.
I like it. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The difference is people care about material things now.
Okay, people are like getting married for the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reason.
Okay.
It's the generation. You know what I mean? That is different.
What generation? How old are you?
I'm 26.
So, are you married?
No.
Are you in a relationship, or do you not want to disclose? Okay. He looked down. He looked down and left.
No, I'm not.
He looked down and left.
No, I don't know. You took too long.
I was. But I didn't want to talk about it because I really want to work it back out.
Oh, shut up. What's her name?
What's her name?
Her name is Anastasia.
That's super cute.
He loves you. Because he actually admitted it. A lot of guys don't do that.
Yeah, that's super cute.
Anastasia, take him back. What are you
Hopefully
doing?
She's listening.
Take him back, Anastasia. If you don't, somebody going to snatch him up.
He just professed his love, not in front of just us, but like everybody. So, I mean, that's super cute. So maybe she will.
Oh, that's cute.
Put me on the spot.
Yes. Get used to it. So basically, you think that people are getting married for the wrong reasons, as in materialistic things.
My grandfather and my grandmother, they grew up on not a lot. We grew up in poverty.
Right.
You know what I mean? So people look towards these days as, oh, my husband is supposed to do this and my husband is supposed to do that.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? But my grandmother was my backbone for my grandfather.
Right.
And I mean, she never looked towards nothing. She helped get things. You know what I mean?
Okay. Got you. Okay. Nicola, what do you think is the difference between our relationships now versus the relationships that our grandparents had?
I would say teamwork.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
We have a lack of teamwork now?
Lack of teamwork. And I'm talking where the woman is a woman and the man is the man. Meaning back then, the woman normally stayed home, had the kids, took care of the kids, the house, the bills, while the man went out and worked, brought the money home.
Yes.
So they worked together. Now it's kind of different, but
People are out for their own right now. You feel
exactly,
like, yeah.
yours is yours, mine's mine. Like
My
if
philosophy
you're
is what's mine is mine and what's yours is mine.
mine.
I'm playing,
That's
guys.
a woman's philosophy.
I'm playing.
And now you have the men out there who are behaving like they're women. And
You have what?
men acting as if they're the woman.
Like, what do you mean?
Wow.
Weak
Okay.
men. Like now, women are getting educated and we're stronger.
Right.
You know, we have most of the jobs right now, and the men. It's not a bad thing, but a strong man should accept that your wife is the one who's making the money, bringing home the dough. Accept
But
it.
you know, a man's ego is something. Oh,
See, I can't do
know,
the man.
a man's
girl.
ego.
I can't do it.
evolve,
Ugh.
evolve. Come
it's
on.
a man's ego. Oh, if I could understand it. Oh my goodness.
Thank God I don't think like that.
Thank God. Not everybody does
Right.
think that, but that's a really
Exactly.
good point. That's a good point. Teamwork, even if it's reversed in this day
Even
and
if
age,
it's
you have
reversed,
to.
you have my back, I got your back, no matter what.
Got
And
you.
could probably sum it up as being loyal to that person whom you are married to.
Interesting.
Mm.
What do you think, Tiana?
Well, I think the big difference is like, back in the day, it was expected that you got married really young and you became that, like, the homemaker, like Susie Homemaker, if you were the wife. And,
Why don't you love me? Sorry.
And I really think now, we're getting our education and we're more, I guess, assured of ourselves, much more assertive. I think that actually plays a role because we come into the relationship having our own, much like you said,
Our own mind.
and our own mind, and we have things that we want to accomplish, and the husband has things that he wants to accomplish. So sometimes, you butt heads because there's two strong individuals coming together, and that's like the story of 2013.
Interesting.
Like modern day relationships. yeah.
Interesting. Anaya, do you have anything to add on to this?
Well, I just think that people took marriages a little bit more seriously back then compared to now. And yeah, that's the only thing I want to add it on.
I feel like a lot, like now there's so many choices now. I have a lot of choices. You have a lot of choices. Whereas then, and I'm talking about this, I'm saying this because technology, now I can connect with someone who's all the way in Florida or
Right.
all the way in Europe. Whereas back then, you really are, you have the
Yeah.
people in
It's
your
easier to
village
cheat
or
now.
your community. That's who you grew up with. That's who you know. And then you don't have a lot of choices to go out and say, I'm going to go deal with that one. No, you can't, because that one over there is probably your cousin. You know what I mean?
that's
So,
right.
yeah, what do you think, Freaky?
I think it's time. Like,
Time?
if you think about it, back then, like you said, there were choices, but back then, there was less of everything. So
Technology.
therefore, it was more of a focus on what was really a priority, more important. Now, look at media. Every rap song, every video, every commercial, it distracts you away from that. Like,
Right.
back then, there wasn't any of that, so it was like more of a focus point. Now, I mean, it'll never be how it was back then. It can never be the same.
It can't,
Can't,
because we're
can't.
moving forward. So we're going to talk about that
Yeah.
as well.
Technology.
That's
And
a
you
good
can't
point.
blame-
Technology changed it, because remember when you had to get in contact with a boy, you had to
Write him a letter. Oh, my God. I
Or
remember
you
writing
jump
letters.
in a cab, you walk 10 miles, jump in a cab, take a
But-
bus, walk 10 more miles to see him.
But see-
now it's
Or you
right
get on a
there.
horse and no.
But see, actually, I think media. I don't know. I don't think media is like the downfall of relationships.
It's
I
It's
don't-
one of them.
No, it is one of
It's
the
both
downfalls,
sides.
yeah.
It could
One
be
of them.
positive, could be
I don't know.
negative.
I'm not fully convinced.
Because everything that we're taking in, we have to understand this. Like everything we take in, whether it's positive or negative, everything we take in is gonna come out somehow. It's gonna influence us and come out somehow.
That's true. That's
you
true.
know,
That's true.
whether it's positive or
Accessibility.
negative.
Accessibility.
Maybe.
Everything.
I don't-
It even
see-
makes cheating easier.
It does make cheating easier,
Cheating
but
easier.
I also think that you can use technology to your advantage. I mean, maybe we didn't focus as much.
That's
we
what
don't
it was
focus
made
as much.
for, but we're humans again.
I don't know. That means that people just need to put in the extra effort. Like she said, tell people that you love them.
Yeah,
put in
you
the
have to
extra
put in the effort. That's one thing I do believe in. That's one thing that my man and I make. Okay, he and I. It's gonna be our 2-year anniversary on the 18th. So I know. Anyway, but he and I, we make an effort to make them. It's not like we have to try hard, but with the business he has to work all the time, I'm busy or whatever. We have to make the time, the effort to work on our relationship as well.
Right.
If you just go about your day and he goes about or she goes about her day, and you never come together to say, hey babe, I love you or whatever, like you make time for you.
Hi,
It's
I'm
just
missing you. I'm thinking
exactly.
about you.
You gotta, and sometimes people say, "Oh, relationships shouldn't be hard, shouldn't be work," but they are sometimes
is
work.
work.
If you want something good, you're gonna work on it.
But you know what,
Yeah.
though? I think that if you are in like or in love, it doesn't seem as work.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
because when you love what you're doing, it doesn't feel like.
But
like
it's
work.
always so important to make that effort, though. Now that
Yeah.
we do have the technology, now there's no excuse.
No.
Like you,
You know
can
what, my
text, you can
grandmother-
email, you can call.
You
like,
can send flowers.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm in a long
Listen.
distance thing, so
Yeah.
that is the story
But
of
you
my
know
life.
what, though? If you love that person,
Nobody caught that. It's okay.
you're gonna. I know for me,
That cool.
when I'm into you, I'm gonna want to do these things for
Right.
you.
Yeah.
Right.
So it doesn't seem as if I'm making any effort because I want to, and I wish that
Yeah.
my man or that man would feel the same. That once we're into each other, it comes normal.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
I
Okay.
agree.
What do you and you guys, both of you touched on this briefly in your responses, but what do you guys think about gender roles in a relationship? Do you guys feel like gender roles in a relationship is important?
No,
No.
No?
only not
Why
really.
or why not? You better not just say no or yes.
It's somewhat important.
Let's hear from the gentleman.
You know what I mean? Because I'm a guy. You know what I mean? I would cook, but you know what I mean? Females are supposed to cook more.
Okay, all right, it's okay, it's okay. Let's respect. I'm about to mute some mics. Mute some mics. That's gonna be my theme song because I be straight up muting somebody quick.
I know how to cook. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't.
Did
know
you
how to
grow
cook.
up in Jamaica?
Yeah, I grew up in Jamaica.
What
as a
y'all
little
expect,
kid.
eh? What y'all expect from the brother?
You know what I mean? But
Did Anastasia cook?
whew.
Oh, child. Oh, child.
Nah, she don't cook. She like to order for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she never cooked. She just liked to order.
she would go
At
to-
least she was ordering,
She would go to
right?
Jamaican Flavors and order everything I want, but she would never cook.
No, is that okay? I don't want to get back into your relationship problems or
Nah,
situation. Okay, I just have to ask. Never mind. I'm gonna tread carefully. But okay, what do you
I think it's the way I grew up. I mean, there's certain things that my father, takes care of. But my dad was, well, shout out because it's Veterans Day. My dad was
Veterans Day.
My dad was in the military, so he went away for years at a time while we stayed put. So a lot of the things that I guess quote unquote would be a man role, my mom took over. And like if we walk in the kitchen and the garbage full, she's not gonna say, "Hey, Tyrone, take out the garbage." If I'm standing right there, she'll be like, Tiana, do you see the garbage is full? Take it out. Like, it's not like, oh, you're a
well, that's like when
woman.
you're raising your children. That's
Yeah, but I know, like,
when he was home, when your dad was home, how did that work?
it's whoever sees the garbage is full, you take it out. Laundry needs to be done. It's not just
Yeah,
your
that's-
laundry.
Exactly.
It's everyone's laundry. You do, whoever, it's just kind of like you give and you take. You give and you take.
Okay, and you grew up in the South.
Yeah, I grew up in the South.
Okay. What about you, Nicole?
She's correct. I totally agree.
Y'all gonna hate me for my answers.
I mean, I'm all pink and gooey inside.
Huh?
I'm all pink and gooey inside.
Me
I'm
too.
I'm a girly girl.
Me too.
Me too.
And I like to feel that way.
Yes.
And I love it when my man makes me feel that way.
Yes. There's
Yeah.
no better feeling.
But at the same time, if the
Are you guys
garbage,
okay? They're making fun of me.
I don't think it's you, it's me. Look at my daughter's face.
Yeah.
Okay, good,
She knows what I'm
good,
talking
because I've
about.
had enough. Okay, go ahead.
Right. Where was I?
You like to
right,
feel
right,
gooey
right.
inside.
Yeah,
I
keep
like when
going.
my
Keep
man
going.
makes me feel like a girl.
Yeah.
All the
And
time?
yes, no,
Yes.
but hold on. But at the same time,
Yes.
if the car needs fixing, I'll fix it.
Oh,
I'm good,
wow.
son.
No, yeah,
Car
that's
needs
not-
fixing?
Yeah, I will.
Right up my alley.
Even if I have to read a book, there's my daughter, you can ask her. I will slide right under the hood and start fixing.
Even if he's there,
Even if it's there.
if he's there.
Yes, why
And-
not?
and
could-
if he
it
wa-
could be
and if
probably
he-
that he's tired because right now, the guy that I'm dating, he's that type of a man. If he delays on it, something, probably he's tired or he just wants to chill. So if I want it done now, I'm going to get it done.
Okay, that's okay. I see.
And if
But
you like
and
doing
once
it,
I'm
then-
done fixing the car, I take off my overalls and I put on my little lingerie again. I'm an old girly again.
Yeah, that is so
So-
cute.
It
All
is
women,
cute.
listen to what Nicole is saying
it
today.
is
True,
cute.
true.
You see, we're getting so much more covered today.
Yeah.
I don't
think
think you
that's-
were the problem last.
No, I don't
okay.
think so either.
Okay, she's pointing. All right. So, what do you think, Anaya? Anaya she's busy on social networks. What was going on?
I think it needs to be switched up a little bit because I can't cook, so I want my man to cook for me.
What? You an African girl that can't cook?
No.
Where'd it get you from, yo?
Huh?
Where'd it get you from?
Yeah, I
Nothing
think it
is
just
wrong
needs
with
to be
that.
a little bit. Yeah, thank you.
Well, you know what? Let me. Can I?
Thank
Can I
you.
give you an answer?
Thank you.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Josie.
Okay. I don't know.
It's your show.
You know, a lot of times, like, and I asked him, like, where did you grow up? And he grew up in Jamaica. A lot of times, like, what Tiana even said, her opinion comes from how she grew up. You know, a lot of times, like, where you grow up, how you grow up has influences a lot of things. Now, I believe in gender roles. I totally. Can I? I'm gonna mute y'all if y'all don't let me talk. I really do, to an extent.
Okay.
To an extent, like personally, I myself had a problem with this. I had a problem with my man waking up and going to the kitchen and making breakfast. I'm like, what are you doing? Because I didn't grow up seeing that. You understand? I didn't grow up seeing that. Yeah,
that's
drop
true.
the jaw. Like, I really didn't grow up seeing that. The only time I used to see my father in the kitchen was when, and not because he couldn't, but when my mom was pregnant, he would throw down some meat, and you know, he used to do his thing. And when we had like barbecues, he would do his thing. But my mom always took it upon herself to do that. And growing up, I have 3 sisters, and growing up, that's how we were raised, and I love that. So personally, I enjoy doing that. Like, I want to cook for my man. I don't want him to pick up a broom to do none of that. I don't want to do that. I want to do that.
I wash the dishes.
Or we get a maid.
I wash the dishes. Don't.
Or we get a maid.
For my-
But no, hold on, let me finish. But however, that's how I grew up. Now, he grew up differently, right? So there had to be a balance. After months went on with this, one day he was like, babe, like, I like to do stuff like that. I want to get up sometimes and make my own breakfast or make you breakfast. I want to get up and clean, because he's neater than me, you know? So he's like, I want to get up and do that. So that's something I had to learn with this relationship, to say, okay, I get it. But for me, still, to this day, I love to cater to my man. Like, that's something that gives me, like, I'm happy doing that. You know what I mean? And that's because I grew up with my parents doing that, and I don't know.
I think
I'm
it's
old school, but
important.
new school in the same
Yeah.
time.
I think it's important to cater to your man, but
important.
also
And he better cater back.
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
what it's the give and take. You know,
Yeah.
it's important to be catered to, but also to cater to them as well. Like it's the give and take of the whole
Exactly.
situation.
So
I like
so like I was saying, like, it really does, how you grow up really does influence how you
does.
It
how you
does.
behave in your relationships.
does.
You know, like, it's crazy. But that's if I love you. If I don't love you, you getting up and making my meals. I'm not cleaning. You better figure it out. You know. So if I love you, I'm gonna go all in and all out for you. That's just how it is. What, I don't know. What do you? Anybody want
My boo can't cook for nothing, but when I wake up, he'll run down to the diner, get the pancakes that I like, and he'll
see?
go down to the
That's
other
so cute.
restaurant
Oh,
and get
that's
eggs how I
nice.
like. When he comes back, I got the tray, the flowers, the
Oh,
mimosa,
that's
and
nice.
And I love
And that's
it.
like, and that's why.
And he will cut the food and feed me
And
too.
see, there is
Oh,
it's-
nice.
And there's
All
nothing like,
oiled up and like some.
see, and
chill,
what
chill,
I'm
chill.
saying is there
Oh,
is
chill. He said, chill. I don't know. That's why maybe because I like to give as much as I can in a relationship. So in return, I have expectations.
Exactly.
I'm just
You're
saying.
expecting the same
The
behavior.
same or more. Just surprise me. Who knows? I'm just saying.
I mean, I just think, you know, there is nothing like if you've had a rough day and you're tired, you are so tired. The last thing you want to do is be in the kitchen and cooking because you've had like the
Right.
worst day. And you come home and, you know, there is a meal already there for you because your man knows, like, wow, she's
Right.
probably had a rough day. You could just tell, let me just do something nice for
Yeah.
her.
Right.
And it doesn't even have to be like an everyday thing. Maybe it's just once a week that your man cooks for you.
That's what I'm saying.
And
I agree
yeah,
with that.
I think I just
Cooks for
love
you,
that,
orders
you know?
any way
So,
you're fed.
Yeah.
I just love
You know,
that.
my daughter, when she first saw, you know,
Your daughter,
my-
the one that's here now?
Yes.
Okay.
when she first saw my boyfriend cutting up and feeding my food, she was like, nothing wrong with her arm. She can do it herself.
You trying to hate? Yo.
No, but it kept on. It happened for years, and I know that whenever
so cute.
she's not with anyone, I think right now, but
she wouldn't
eventually
expect any
she's
less.
gonna expect something exactly
Like that or
nothing
better.
less.
Yes,
Exactly. So
yes.
I'm happy for that I could show her that part of her relationship.
Yeah, I like that consistency for years. Spoil me with
3
consistency.
years.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're gonna be right back though. We're gonna take a quick break. We were been supposed to take a break like 3 hours ago, but just having a great conversation. We're gonna be right back though with some more questions and discussion topics. All right, take it away, DJ Freaky.